The fourth element on the periodic table of elements is beryllium. This is Norris Teaches Science. With me, Mr. Norris. This is another physical science edition of my lecture videos. Today we're going to talk about matter classifications. So the goal of this video is I can explain how matter is classified based on its properties. So like I always start with, here's another definition. What is matter? It's anything that takes up space, known as volume, and has mass. So in a sense, anything that has density. Because remember, density is mass divided by volume. There's two types, two classifications, and four states of matter. So the two types of matter are homogeneous and heterogeneous. And we can break down these words. We know the prefix homo means same, and hetero means different, and geneous just means composition. So homogeneous is matter that is made up of same or like particles. So when you look at it, you can't see the individual things making it up. It looks uniform. So like when you look at a glass of water, you can't see the hydrogen, you can't see the oxygen in there. It just looks the same. Or like rubbing alcohol, it looks one thing. You can't see all the different elements and stuff in there. Heterogeneous is matter that is made up of different types of particles, so you can see what's making it up. So right here, this mixture of this Chex Mix, you can see here's some pretzels, here's some Chex cereal, here's another Chex cereal, here's this little crouton-y thingy. I don't know what they're all called in Chex Mix, but that's what we got. So homo looks the same, hetero looks different. So some examples of homogeneous materials. Kool-Aid, you can't see all the stuff making up Kool-Aid. Tea, you can't see all the stuff making up tea. Rubbing alcohol. Water. Elements like neon, hydrogen, sulfur. Even compounds like NaCl, which is salt, or KF, potassium fluoride. That is a salt as well. They're all homogeneous because we can't see all the different stuff making them up. Heterogeneous materials are like salad. I mean, look at this picture. You can see the tomatoes, you can see the radishes, the peppers, the lettuce. I bet there's some cucumbers. I'm hoping those are cucumbers. They look like avocados now. I bet there's some cheese somewhere in there. And then you have to add the dressing. You can see everything. Cereal. You can see all the different stuff in cereal. Snack mix. Skittles. You can see all the different color Skittles. Kebabs. You can see all this stuff making up a kebab. Italian salad dressing. You can see everything's making them up. M&Ms. You can see everything's making that up. So those are examples of heterogeneous materials. So let's look here. Let me get the pen. We're going to determine if they're heterogeneous or homogeneous. For homo, we're just going to write HO. For hetero, we're going to write HE. Soda pop that's flat. That means there's no carbonation. That would be homogeneous. Cherry vanilla ice cream. It's right here. You can see all the different stuff. So look, it's hetero. Soda pop that's carbonated. That would be heterogeneous because of the bubbles. We can see that. Sugar is a compound, so that would be homogeneous. Salt is a compound, homogeneous. City air, if you look right here, you can see different stuff making up city air. That's heterogeneous. Iron, homogeneous. And beach sand, that's heterogeneous. If you ever looked at sand, you can see different weathered material in there. So classification matter, when we look at matter, we can have two types and two classifications. Two classifications are mixtures and pure substances. Mixtures are materials that are made up of two or more substances that can be easily separated. They're either heterogeneous or homogeneous. It just depends on what they are. So examples are like salsa. Think of everything that's in salsa. That's a mixture. Cake batter. Think about, have you ever made a cake? you need eggs, you need oil, you need water, you need flour, baking powder. It's a mixture. You're placing a lot of stuff together. Pizza. Best pizza, pepperoni. And soda. Soda is a mixture too. It's water, it's carbonization, and it's a syrupy sugar. I worked at a movie theater in high school, and we had to change out the syrups on the sodas a lot. And it was the worst thing. I hated doing them because I always got the syrup on my pants, and I had to wash them that night to go back to work the next day. Pure substances is a classification matter with a fixed composition. Pure substances can only be homogeneous, and they're your elements and they're your compounds, like neon, gold, which you see in this picture here, some gold, water, alcohol. They're all pure substances. Neon and gold are elements, water and alcohol are compounds. And speaking of that, element versus a compound. An element is a substance that cannot be broken down to a similar substance. Anything on the periodic table of elements would be considered an element. So neon, which is my favorite element out there, gold, helium, and then compounds is a substance with two or more elements chemically combined, like H2O, that's water, salt, Na and Cl together, sugar, C2H3O2. All right. So all of those are compounds. Well, I hope you learned a little bit about how matter is classified and how matter has different types. We're going to talk about the four phases or states at a different point. But I hope you learned a little bit today, and I'm Mr. Norris, and I'm out for this video.